Chapter 9, E is for evidence. Figuring out what other people are looking for is critical to being successful in most things throughout life. Assuming we have all the basics, we simply have to provide the evidence and, in an interview, convince them that we fit. Competency-based interviews. Eve knew her position for sorority recruitment and had plenty of evidence to support it. She had a clear record of active involvement in math-related clubs and classes, competitions, and recently, engineering classes. Not only did she create and lead the all-girls math club at her high school, but she also organized the first and second annual district girls engineering competition in her hometown. Eve was a math whiz, and she knew how to make learning math fun, so she volunteered as a tutor at the local middle school to help students with algebra. In addition, she was good with music notes as she was with numbers. Since 4th grade, Eve had been taking piano lessons and had become an accomplished pianist. After registering for sorority recruitment, Eve sorted through her accomplishments and activities and asked some others for help in determining her position and strengths. She came up with the following list of strengths and supporting points, or evidence. Eve's position, numbers nut with a twist. Strength 1, strong academic performance in rigorous subject matter. Evidence, always on the honor roll, member of National Honor Society, advanced placement courses. Evidence, exhausted all math courses at high school, transferred to local college for 2 periods per day to take engineering courses. Strength 2, work ethic. Evidence, high academic achievements indicate strong work ethic. Evidence, practiced piano for 4 hours per week outside of lessons. Evidence, held 2-term internship at professional surveying and engineering firm. Strength 3, extracurricular activities. Evidence, Girls Engineering Club, started and chaired 2 years. Evidence, District Girls Engineering Competition, started and managed 2 years. Evidence, middle school tutoring for algebra students 1 year. Evidence, Youth Symphony 3 years. Eve's piano talent counterbalanced her tendency to be a numbers nut, but she felt that she lacked some strengths in areas like community service. Because she had 3 weeks remaining before recruitment, Eve spent some time volunteering at a conservatory to fill that void. She reflected back on her experience to identify 3 poignant, detailed experiences she could share with the sorority women to balance her position. The second step in the Sure Sister pedal system is evidence. Provide evidence to support your position. Sororities use several mediums to send you messages to help you understand their brand. From entertainment to presentations to the way they treat one another to their personal presentations. From their cooperation with their Panhellenic sisters to their recognition on campus, they are telling you who they are with more than just their conversations and smiles. You will need to persuade the sorority members you are indeed who you say you are. You can do that only by providing evidence. Think of the ways you can support the positions you identified in Chapter 8. Persuasive communication courses teach us that a limited number of arguments are effective when you are attempting to convince someone of something. These include statistics, expert testimony, analogy, examples or illustrations, historical patterns or facts, appeals to emotions, case studies, etc. You can use any and all of these to help build your case. You might already have a method that you are comfortable using. Think again about your strengths. We will handle your hurdles later. Write your strengths down now and keep them in mind as you read through the chapter. Now, because you will be thinking of evidence to support your strengths, primarily in conversations, we will need to review some tips. Situation, action, result. Your explanations should always follow the situation, action, result path. Anyone who answers a question well, whether it's in a structured interview or in an intimate conversation, uses this 3-step convention. Here's how a career professional might use this method in a structured interview format. Situation. When I started in the leadership position, I discovered inefficiencies in the workflow. Action. I had my team conduct a thorough analysis and propose solutions. I then had end-user focus groups evaluate the proposed changes for functionality. Action. I had my team conduct a thorough analysis and propose solutions. I then had end-user focus groups evaluate the proposed changes for functionality. Result. In the end, our system became more lean, cost-efficient, and user-friendly, with constituents who were thrilled to be involved in the process. And here is how a college student could use the situation action result method while conversing with a friend. Situation: the classes seemed available on the schedule, so I tried to sign up. I didn't get into the section I wanted. Action: I complained to my instructor, but he would not override it. Result: so now I have to take the 7:45 a.m. class. This situation action result path works across all communication types, including sorority recruitment conversation. Remember it: situation, action, result. What is an example of something you did in the last year or two that will be pertinent to your conversation during recruitment? Reflect back on that situation for just a moment, then get ready to write. In 1 or 2 short sentences, answer the following questions. What was the situation before your action? This might also be called the problem statement. What action affected your situation? Of course, this action is directly attributable to you. And what was the result? What benefit did your actions bestow on the problem or situation? Great work! With some practice, you'll find using this structure becomes very natural. So your next assignment is to write down several examples that support your strengths. Be sure to use the situation, action, result strategy.